All right, this is Chapter 2, Lesson 4, the percent equation. So, you have used a percent proportion to find the missing part, P, percent N, or whole W. You can also use a blank blank. In those two blanks, you're going to write percent equation. The percent equation is blank equals blank times blank. In the first blank, you're going to write part. So the part equals the percent times the whole. Part equals percent times whole. This actually shows you how we got this equation. So part over whole equals percent, so I wrote the percent proportion, which we were given during the proportion lesson last time. Part over whole times whole equals percent times whole. Well, the wholes cancel out, and I'm left with part equals percent times whole. So taking a look at a couple of examples. Find the percent. 3 is what percent of 6? Now, we remembered that of means to multiply, and is means equals. So 3 equals n times 6, where 3 is equals. What percent, that's the variable that I'm missing, times 6 of 6, okay? I can do the same thing with the part and the whole. What number is 50% of 6? Well, P equals, and I changed my 50% to a decimal, 0.5 times 6. And then the following, find the whole. 3 is 50% of what number? 3 equals, again, I changed my percent to a decimal, times W. All right, let's take a look at a couple of examples. The first example I have says, what number is 12% of 150? Do I need to find the percent, part, or whole? I need to find the part. So part equals percent times whole is my equation. P equals, I changed 12% to a decimal, 0.12 times 100 times 150. When I multiply 0.2 times 150, I get P equals 18. I can always go back and double check using the percent proportion, and I do in fact get 1800, which is what I needed to get anyway. They both equal 1800. Okay. For the second one I have 21 is what percent of 40? Do I need to find the percent, part, or whole? In this one, I need to find the percent. I can always estimate to make sure that I'm close to where I need to be. So again, I set up my equation. Part equals percent times whole. 21 is my part, because it's 21 is what percent, my variable, of 40. I divide both sides by 40, and I get 0.525. Now remember, I'm looking for a percent, so I need to multiply by 100. Okay? When I do that, I get 52.5%. And again, I can go back, I can plug this in and double check. It does work out. For my last one, 13 is 26% of what number? Do you need to find the percent, part, or whole? In this one, I need to find my whole. Okay. Part is 13%. I changed my decimal. I changed my percent to a decimal times my whole. 13 equals 0.26W. Divide by 0.26, which gives me 50. So 13 is 26% of 50. And again, I can double check, plugging everything back in, and it does work out. So now I want you to go ahead, pause the video, and try out the try-it problems below. When you're done, we'll go over the answers together. All right, now that you've tried out the try-it problems, let's go over the answers together. So the first one I have is write an equation, then solve. What is 6% of 200? So am I missing the part, the percent, or the whole? Right, I'm missing the part. So P for part is means equals 6%. I need to change to a decimal, which is 0.06. Of means multiply 200. 0.06 times 200 gives me 12. The next one I have says write an equation, then solve. what percent of 40 is 9? So I'm looking for a percent here. So percent of means multiply, 40 is means equals 9. I divide both sides by 40. So n equals 0.225. But remember, I'm looking for a percent, so I need to multiply by 100. Multiply this by 100, which gives me 22.5%. So n equals 22.5%. My last problem says write an equation, then solve. 39 is 84% of what number? In this case, I'm missing the whole. So 39 is 84% of my whole. Okay? I divide both sides by 0.84. So W equals 46.43. Okay. You also have a foldable for this, for if you're finding the percent, the part, or the whole, and it gives you an example. Again, it gives you the equation, part equals percent times whole, and then it gives you an example of how to set it up. Okay? So that is the end of Chapter 2, Lesson 4.